Okay, so today we're working on a 2011 Ford Mustang GT 5.0 Roush Stage 1. That doesn't matter much for today's job, but lately we've been getting negative readings on our VCT 1 and 2s. So, the code that pops up is P0020, P022, and they will also throw a few other codes like P052 Delta, which is, or P052 Alpha, which is another code of the problem. So these are never supposed to read negative. Go back to the 6-pack. These two are never supposed to read negative. They've been reading negative like 12.8 or negative 24 something. Anyway, both of these are starting to read negative, so we've reset the codes, and I'll post pictures in the video later of what the codes are going to look like. Whenever you're looking at them, in the description that is on them. But today, we're going to be replacing these, which are VCT solenoids. You can order some online for about 90 bucks. These came from AutoZone, about $22 a piece. And it's saying a camshaft position sensor circuit open, which refers to these two right here. Now I don't know which one specifically, but what you can do to diagnose it is unplug each one while it's running. If it starts to spit and sputter die, then you know that that's the solenoid that is working, because that's the one it's reading off of. So when you unplug it, it allows it to die, so that tells you, hey, yes, this solenoid is working. So for example, this one doesn't work, but we're going to go ahead and replace both sides since we're already here. What you're going to do is you're going to start at the back, work your way forward, or start at the front, work your way back, doesn't matter either way. And to give you a little extra piece of information, these are the camshaft positioning sensor solenoids. There's one bolt right here. It's an 8mm, hangs down in the back. I don't believe we can get to the back side to see, but we will. Oh, we can. So that right there, little hole you see it's having a problem focusing on, is where it goes into, and then the screw that it screws into is right there, and that's going to be where your camshaft positioning solenoids are. These are your intake, and your exhaust are a little bit further down. They're not a 90 degree like this one is. They're just a straight plug in through here, plugs in, and then bolts in. The plug's going to be on the back side rather than a 90 degree turn off. So to put this one back in, we can, let's see. Oh, goodness. Alright, so when you reinstall it, you're going to find it sitting right here. And of course you see the O-ring. Go ahead and try to get this on the camera. And it'll 90 out to this side, of course to the passenger side. So it snaps in, makes that snapping noise. And then if you want, you can screw it in first. Doesn't matter either way. But what we're gonna do, so I'm gonna go ahead and screw that bad boy back in. Oh goodness. So you can see screwing it in there. Just thread it in there, go ahead and screw it in. And there's going to be 1, 2 each, of course, driver and passenger side on the intake, so there's 4 total for the car from what I've looked up. These are going to be the same from 2011 to 2017. And also online, if you can't find these, you can also use the same ones for the Shelby GT 500s from what it shows, and also only from the first 2 years of the Shelby GT 350. Let me go ahead and pause this real quick. Okay, so anyway, she's back on, and focus. And now we're gonna plug this here old bad boy back in. So as y'all can see, literally, the push tab for it is directly at the bottom. You just push it, and it'll pop off. And put it back on. Oh. Alright, so it's plugged back in. It's not coming back off. And then how you take off, we'll start on the next one. So you're going to take off what they call the coil cover, of course, because the direct ignition coils. So I'm running an oil catch can, so your tube setup's going to be a little bit different than this one. But it's basically just puts an oil catch can right here and runs it in between the two hoses. I believe it's a splice and connect type kit, and they give you everything you need with it. Just order online. It's a JLT oil catch can. Other than that, you'll also, in order to take this off, I'll show you real quick. Okay, so in order to take this off, what you want to do is, of course, it's not going to snap back on here right now, but you'll turn the oil lid. In order to take it off, you just turn it sideways, pull it. Now it's off. Take this, pop it up. Next thing on the other side, just show you what it looks like when you pop it. You can grab it right here, and it just pops right off. As you can see, it's off in the back. It's not going to be off in the front right now, but that's how you take them off. So then next, for the ignition coils, sitting right here. These are 10mm bolts. It's a 10 if you can see it. There are going to be 4 of them. Take them out. Unplug them. Some of these will have little red pop tabs. Mine, of course, I broke a couple of them, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to click in and set. So you can take it. Make sure the entire time you're doing this, you don't want to get any dirt inside of here. So take it out. I'm setting mine on the outside. You can use a rag, paper towel, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and put one of these back in real quick just to show y'all how the full disassembly goes. Alright, so full disassembly goes. I'll put these bad boys back in here. Okay, so I'm sorry, disregard that last part. These are definitely 8 millimeters. And y'all can also feel free to skip forward through the video as you go along. But okay, so that's putting one on and then taking it off. That way you can kind of judge the amount of time it's going to take you. Me personally, I'm not going to spend my time ratcheting the whole time. Once I pop that thing loose, I'm going to do it just like this. That's off. And then you're just going to press this and unplug it. Once it's unplugged, pull it out. And do the same thing to the rest of them. Unplug. And we'll unplug this one. Huh. I don't know if there's supposed to be oil on that. So that's what it looks like, and you've got it fully disassembled there.